Hi, welcome to my video about Venezuelan immigration in the US. When you're sick, injured, or feeling unwell, it's common sense to go visit your doctor and have yourself checked up. Unfortunately, that isn't true for all people in the United States. This is the case for over 50 million immigrants in the US who don't have access to health care because of their immigration status. How would you feel if you couldn't go to a doctor when you absolutely needed one? You would feel the same way as immigrants do when they desperately need a doctor but cannot have one due to having no papers. The United States government has responsibility when it comes to the Venezuelan migration. The US actually interfered with the Venezuelan economy, causing Venezuelan citizens to decide to migrate to the US. One example of this was the 2019 oil sanctions. In 2019, the United States had restrictions when it came to purchasing oil from a Venezuelan-owned oil company called PSVSA. This led to a weakened economy as Venezuela depended on the sale of oil as one of its major sources of income. Their weakened economy led to hospital struggles as less imports of medicine and hospital supplies were made. This caused people to decide to leave as they couldn't get basic health care in Venezuela, causing them to go to the US, where now they too are being denied health care. There are many stereotypes when it comes to the Latino immigrant community. One stereotype that Venezuelans are labeled with is that they rely on government aid a lot. This is untrue, however, and this view is biased. This stereotype hurts the Venezuelan community because it makes them seem like they don't want to work. Another stereotype is that all Venezuelans come into the US illegally. This stereotype hurts the Venezuelan community by making it seem like they're all bad people who came into the US illegally and should all be removed from the US. It's true Venezuelan immigrants have been given government aid, but every refugee does when they're going away from their home country when it is going through economic collapse. They also don't rely on it the entire time and sometimes are just struggling to find a job due to not having the proper papers like a work permit or social security. The second stereotype also isn't true because some entered through visas, refugee status, or asylum, which are all legal ways to enter the US. Some cultural traditions that Venezuelans bring to the US are Catholicism and values of family closeness. Venezuelans are mostly Catholic, so they add to our Catholic community in the US. They also value family a lot and have unbeatable bonds when it comes to family. Some economical contributions they bring is that a lot of Venezuelans are in the construction workforce. They also have a lot of small businesses that support their local economy in the area. Esperanza Immigrant Rights Project is an organization that is helping immigrants by providing resources like immigration case consultations, low-cost legal representation, and Know Your Rights workshops to further educate and protect immigrants in the U.S. Thank you for listening.